Welcome back to the Virgo channel. My name is Laura. If you're new to the channel, I'm going to do a general message for Virgo. Know that energy is fluid. Roles could be reversed. Always interpret the message as it best resonates with you. Also know on this channel, I like to dive deep within the readings. So I like to look at everything, but I take time to look at the spiritual blocks, the shadows, see how they play out as karmic themes. This will allow you to understand why you're attracting who you're attracting. What is the spiritual significance? What you can do to shape shift the energy. You can always shape shift the energy. You might not always get the person to act the way that you want, but you'll always be able to avoid any negative karmic retribution. Now, anything of any importance or relevance to the channel, you can find in the description box. So if you want to enter into winning that reading with me, all you need to do is like the video, subscribe to the channel, write the word of the video in the comment part. The word of the video is always on the first card that I pull out as the underlining energy that tells me why everyone's doing what they're doing. Now, before I jump in, I need to tell everyone that when you enter into winning a free reading with me on YouTube, all readings are done live. So you will, once we agree on the day and time, which once you see that I chose you and it says winner underneath your comment, you'll reach out to me through email. We'll figure out the best day and time, and then I'll send you the link that we decide, with the day and time. So you'll never have to wonder how to actually get on the live stream. However, if you're someone that wants your reading private, then you need to send me your questions the day before. I never say the person that won the reading, but you'll know that it's you that won the reading. You'll just be live, like I said, listening to it. And then if you have questions, you could always send me questions privately after the reading. I just believe in spiritual law, what's best for everyone. So it's what's not just best for you. You get the free reading. Me, I display the channel, but also for anyone that resonates with the message. Now, if you're someone that's interested in shadow healing coaching, definitely fill out the link below or reach out to me through lauraschwalm70@gmail.com or through the link through YouTube. It doesn't matter where. I am opening up my coaching program again. That's all about inner child healing, shadow healing, reparenting, and all the healing modalities to help you heal the effects of trauma, as well as psychic development and life coaching. So it's a very diversified program. And after a certain amount of time of doing shadow reading, sometimes people just want to learn the healing modalities. So that obviously the price goes down. We have many different packages. And then when you're all done, then you enter into a group. We put everyone in a group, and if you want, and there's a subscription for like $99 a month, but you get to be part of the live streams, you get to still ask questions, you get to learn there's free classes. So you're still getting material. It's just more at a slower pace. And when you want to be interactive, you can. You don't need as much. All right, I just wanted to put that out there to you all. Definitely check out my website, pureenergyhealer.com. I am open for readings as well as coaching. And you can read about all the blogs that I have. I have a lot of different holistic and spiritual blogs on my website and past Win-Win Women shows. I have a TV show that's on Apple. It airs every Tuesday night at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I talk about all different types of holistic and spiritual topics. So if, again, you're someone that wants to learn, I have a lot of free resources on my website. So the word of the video is anger. And I'm also going to pull another one just to mix it up. I automatically am feeling like I feel like someone's angry that you're not angry. They thought that you would be triggered. They thought that you were going to be affected by them not talking to you. And what they see is almost like you leveled up. It's almost like you could care less. And they're angry because I feel like they fell for like a karmic, but a karmic that they've been dealing with for a long time on and off. I feel like the relationship was off, but this karmic knows every single button to push within your person, and they know that they're money hungry, and they feel like they're money hungry. But the truth of the matter is that this person really does have feelings for you. they're angry because again, they're more angry at themselves for buying into a false a falsehood. I feel like the karmic sold them a lie, told them a lie, like told them that somehow that they were gonna get more money or be a part of some major like event, or if they stayed if they stayed in the home with them for whatever reason. It's like they used money though as as the catalyst to control your person. It's like, well, they're like, oh, you want to leave, do you? Oh, well, I need to think of something quick. So what can I do? Well, I know that you love your money, so I'm going to say again that um, you need to stay here. Now, I feel like the situation is different for all people. I feel like for some, someone was getting bought out of a company and your person couldn't really afford to leave and pay this person out. That was one reason. But I feel like the karmic did that. I feel like the karmic did a lot of different things and to manipulate the situation. And I feel like now your person actually sees it and they're angry. They're mad because they got played. And what they see is you're not affected. See, this person that's thinking about you now, they didn't give a shit when they went with this karmic. When the karmic sold them this pipe dream, saying, hey, you need to stay here so that, we can be part of this opportunity, or so that you can actually pay off whoever you have to pay off and still maintain your lifestyle. Again, there was something with that your person was hiding behind a lifestyle, a facade that's connected to this karmic, but they didn't want to stay connected to the karmic. So now I feel like you're in separation from this person and they're mad because what they see is they don't have anything. They don't have whatever the karmic promised. If anything, they have a lot less money because they were tricked, they were bamboozled, and you could care less. So they're the ones that are actually holding the bag where they thought that you were going to be so upset. They thought you were going to be so upset because they were like, well, I'm going to go be with karmic because, it's what's best for me, which already tells you that this person, it's not that they didn't have feelings for you, but this person, like, at the time, they chose money over you. They chose status over you. They chose comfortability over you. They chose that karmic over you because they had to do a lot less work to be with that karmic. And that's what the karmic knew. So when you were dealing with them, I feel like they gave you a lot of mixed messages. I'm not going to lie. And it's because they never really knew. And I only say that because intuitively I'm feeling it, but I'm also feeling like within that, we're going to find out how you contributed to the undesirable experiences that played out. So let's see how they were. You felt ignored. And I feel like this person tried to give you time, but they definitely tried to departmentalize. Like they would want to hook up, they would be flirty, they would be, again, insignificant conversations, not really tell you anything about their life, keep it really vague. And I feel like we tried to build that emotional connection, but more on a physical level, not an emotional level. So you felt ignored because you're like, I know, I feel like you just have your foot in the door, that you don't really want to be with me, just kind of trying to prevent me from moving forward within my own life. You're trying to keep a hook in me. And whenever you would say something to them, again, you feel like this person would act like, no, that's not true. No, that's not true. They just denied it. But you know what you felt. You know what you felt. And this person is almost like, well, you know what you feel too, but you're in denial of what's really happening because you know that I'm giving energy to other people. So there was almost like this thing where this person thought that it was a game. And I feel like it's a game that they play a lot of times because it's karmic. Like I said, I feel like they never give up that place. They never give up their place. And the moment that they feel like that their place is being jeopardized or that they're going to be replaced by somebody else, well, then they just throw a few monkey wrenches in the situation. And the person that is connected to you, they're obviously not strong. You see that they're very easily influenced. They acted like they didn't care enough, and they acted like they didn't care enough because they didn't know what to do. It's like I feel like you did would say, like, we don't really have deep conversations, or every time you tried to find out stuff about this person, they would redirect the conversation. But it got to the point where you're like, I feel like these conversations that we're having are so insignificant, like there's no real substance to the conversation. And now, like, again, their situation is actually crumbling because I feel like the karmic wanted revenge. It's like they knew that they were going to come to you and they were like, oh no, their main mission was like, I don't care whether we can stay together or not, but you will not move forward and be happy with someone else. So their main thing was to like ruin this connection. And I feel what it really did is it made you look at this person like a lot differently. Like whatever facade you had about this person is all crumbling. And I feel like this person knows it and it bothers them because you're not seeing them the same way. And being that you're not seeing them the same way, that chemistry is dissipating. It's not as strong as it used to be because of their neglect, because they didn't give you anything, because that karmic kept playing games and your person didn't really know what they wanted to do. They sat on it for too long, and not because they have feelings for this person, but because of their greed, because of the pipe dream that they were sold. And this is why you're looking at this person. This is why this person is angry because they don't really know how to come back from this situation. I feel like they weren't looking at how they were treating you at all, though, when they thought that they were gonna live the life of Riley. And this person, like, is connected to a bunch of people that I don't really feel like they have their best interest at hand. And so, again, the karmic didn't have one, wasn't not just them. They had a bunch of people that were able to manipulate this person to make your person question themselves even more and to get them to really disrespect you. And it's really because they're able to trigger them with fear. Your person has a major fear of change, and they also don't trust that karmic. I feel like that karmic has too much power, whether it's through family still, whether it's through business colleagues, it's they have too much power. So it's not like your person is just fighting that karmic. It's like I feel like the karmic brought in other people to help them because nothing that they were doing was working. And the karmic's way was my job is just to prevent you from going to anyone else. I want whoever is waiting for you to think that they forgot about you. I want them to think that, that you're not that they're not really as interested. So they're gonna feel foolish. That's what the karmic job was. It's like, I know you don't want to be with me, but I don't care. I'm gonna create the illusion. And your person was like, once they made that decision, it was like they put in a lot of time, a lot of effort, a lot of energy into trying to create this facade that this karmic said. And all they wound up doing was losing a lot of their money, a lot of their resources, and a lot of time. So now the person's not seeing their big glow up. The glow up's not happening. If anything, they're looking over at you, and it looks like your life is actually better than what it was when they were in your life. This person has gone through this experience before. I feel like it's where it's betrayal, it's extreme betrayal. And it's like they keep on reliving the same karmic cycle. And it happened long before this karmic. And the whole thing is, it's like they have a lot of trauma, so they have a lot of shadows. They don't like who they are. They depend a lot on these people, care too much about belonging, and, wasn't really paying attention to like the signs And I even feel like for some of you, Virgo, that you even warned this person, but they didn't listen to you. They kept it surface. They didn't want to talk about what was going on in their life because they didn't know what they were doing. And they didn't know what they were doing because part of them was like, well, I don't really want to let go of my money. And if I'm going to be able to live an even more comfortable life, if I'm going to be able to maintain the illusion, my self-image, well, I'm going to stay where I am. But they ghosted you. They didn't tell you. They just disappeared. It's almost like they at one time made promises, or if not promise, insinuations. Like the relationship was definitely supposed to get off the ground. They should have definitely nurtured this connection during the whole time that they were giving to that karmic. And so what they know is that their self-image is completely destroyed by you. The way that you're looking at them, you're like, you're not who you say that you are. You act so tough and so arrogant and so on the surface with me. But what I see, and this is you, Virgo, you're like, what I see is that that karmic leads you around by your nose, that you don't have a backbone, that you care more about your money, you care more about your possessions, and that's why you don't have your money anymore. And so, of course, now this person's angry. Now this person's looking at you. Of course they are, because they don't like the fact that you look good. They don't like the fact that you're not upset. It's like this person has so much anger and rage. They don't exactly know where to put this anger and rage because they feel like they were tricked. Remember, they thought that they were going to get the last laugh. And why they needed to have the last laugh. Again, I don't think anything except for their self-image. Look how desirable I am. I have so many options. Look how much money I have. Look at the life that I live. The karmic sold them this pipe dream. But in doing so, you have to stay here because, we have to buy somebody out, we have to do this, we have to do that. Whatever the scenario was, it was like you just need to stay here a little bit longer and rely on me and then, and then you can leave. The karmic never had intentions of really letting them go. And I don't really think your person really cared. I think they were like, wherever I'm going to be comfortable and that I really don't have to do that much, I'm going to stay. And so they thought that you were going to, act all reactionary and that you were going to get upset. And then that would have made them feel good. Oh, look how desirable I am. Oh, look, see, like you're crazy. Oh, look, again, be able to create the scenario to make you look as if you're being overly emotional, if you're crazy. And that's not what happened. If anything, now they're emotional because the karmic screwed them. So what this person did to you, the karmic did to them, and that's why they're angry because they blew their chance with you. And now your life looks better. But really what bothers them is they're like this karmic ruined their self-image. They played that person. So now it's like they're paranoid. And they should be paranoid because that karmic like was doing a lot of stuff, was doing a lot of stuff behind the scenes to keep your person stuck. And I don't even want to call them your person, the person that's now connected to you, the person that's like obsessively thinking about you. Because again, you're the person that got away. You're the person that they wanted to be with. You're the person that they told the karmic that they were leaving for. The karmic just was like, let me, as a last gift, throw the line out one more time and let me sell you a pipe dream. And of course they took it hook, line, and sinker, but it's not the first time this karmic has done this to this person. And that's why your person was like, oh, I know how this is going to go because so many times I've left, but I never really leave. And that's why the karmic is like, I'm going to win. I always win. It's like, but they didn't win. It's like a false win because they still don't want to be with the karmic. They only wanted to be with the karmic to have a certain lifestyle. They're pissed off because whatever they were obtaining, they lost. They were supposed to get money from staying in this situation. They lost it all. And now they're dependent on the karmic where they can't go anywhere. And it's almost like the karmic owns them, owns their life. So of course they're paranoid because now they're saying, oh, wait a minute, I've been manipulated. That's why they're angry. And here you are, you don't have a care in the world. You don't have a care in the world. Again, this person doesn't have a lot now. That's how the karmic got them, lured them in by their greediness, and then took all their money. They're like, now try and leave, motherfucker. Now try and leave. Whoever's waiting for you is going to be waiting a long time. Let them think that you're a player. Let them think that, they wasted their time. Let them think that you're laughing at them. Let them think, because this karmic is so mad because this person doesn't have feelings for them. They love the lifestyle. They listen, they were not getting love from that person for a long time. So they're connected to your person, to the person that's connected to you because of money. So it's like, and they're like, I don't want to lose my meal ticket. I put up with all your shit running around. Like you said, this isn't the first time that you ran around. I always win. That's why this karmic is like, I always win. But now it's almost like your person is really seeing it as like, I don't have anything. It's like this karmic got them so that they don't really know how to get out of their situation, ruin their whole self-image. So I think that that's another reason why this person doesn't contact you, because it's like they're embarrassed and they know that they don't have enough to give you, because the first thing that you're going to say is, you were there. You were there. So that person convinced you, and who were you feeding the whole time? Because they were going to be relying on you, but who were you feeding? Because it's not like you didn't work. Oh, you needed to still pay that person. You still needed, so you gave all that to that person, and it never dawned on you. It never dawned on you, not once, that that person was manipulated. It dawned on you, you didn't care as long as you were going to live the life of Riley. That's not happening. So now your back is up against the corner. So of course you don't know how to come back, because you can't come back with nothing. That's why this person's angry. So again, they acted on impulse. I feel like the choice that they made wasn't based on really what they wanted. It was based on like an impulse. Like, I feel like this person cares too much about belonging to this crowd of people, whether that's family, whether it's the people that they work with. It's like whoever the karmic is connected to that was able to influence, they are able to influence the person that's connected to you. And so I feel like they made a choice on impulsiveness, which was based on fear, which was also like, I don't really want to be left behind. The karmic is making it sound like they're going to get this opportunity and all this money, and there's this, and there's that, and there's this, and there's that. And so your person was like, tossed you away and didn't have a care in the world about it, because they were like, I'm going to live a better life. Yeah, you're going to act up, you're going to scream, you'll yell, you'll cry. Oh, and that'll make me feel really good. Because again, I'm so desirable, and I already think that I'm desirable because I live this facade of a life. And so really the truth of the matter is they have to stay connected to that karmic to maintain that facade. Issue is, I feel like your person, the person that's connected to you, I should say, is the one that's really running the show. So is working, is doing something, is keeping something together. So the karmic is making it like, I'm going to help you, but really they're just helping themselves. They were never intending to help the person that's connected to you. Their only mission was to not let them leave them, to not let them take their resources. And we've been getting that in the past couple of weeks. So why they're mad now is because they have major trust issues. You have trust issues with them. You're never going to see them the same. They know that. And they're mad because they don't like what their life looks like. And so it's almost like I feel like this person is very disconnected from their body. It's like their trauma. It's like they're stuck in a fight, flight, freeze, like they're numb. And what they choose to do is just live behind the illusion that they have money, but they are angry. They're angry because this is reoccurring trauma. This has happened to this person before. So I feel like they get involved in relationships and then they do very well in business and in work. And then what happens is people think that they're a good catch, but then this person's not a good catch because they don't really believe in monogamous relationships. They don't want to have a monogamous relationship. So that karmic is mad because they've always cheated. They've always done, but it was okay as long as it never went anywhere. It's like, I'm going to look the other way while you cheat, while you do whatever. I don't really care. Just as long as we stay together and it looks the way that it should look from the outside. But your person really wanted to change that. They weren't strong enough to change it. And that's why they're mad because they're like, they can't believe it. And it's like, and they avoid you because it's again, you're going to say, I told you so. And you're also going to like criticize them for how they treated you. So they feel bad already about themselves. That karma has ripped this person down. So if you see this person again, you're not going to see the same version of them. This person is like a shell of who they used to be. So part of them avoids you because they don't have money. And the other part is they don't want to deal with the criticism because they know that they didn't treat you right and they don't know what to say and they're a little bit afraid of rejection. And so they know that you and this person have a past life connection. It's again, and they are like, they want to avoid the judgment where you're like, yeah, but in that you tried to stifle my voice. You knew. You've never let me like express myself. And no, this person couldn't because they had the karmic there. So even though they didn't have love for the karmic, they had loyalty for the karmic. And that's what the karmic knew because they put in time, they put in effort. They're connected to a bunch of a lot of other people, family. And that family could be their immediate family, it could be people that they work with, it could be friends that they've known for a long time that's connected to a business, connected to like it's like it wasn't just them is my point. It's like the karmic had ammunition. Because what was working is the karmic wasn't able to manipulate. They had to bring other people in to influence this person. And what you see is it's like you stay where you are because of laziness. And that's what I said. This person knew that they could stay where they are and not give this karmic anything. They knew if they had to be with, if they were going to be with you, they were going to have to be different. They were going to have to let go of that karmic. They were most likely going to have to let go of this business, walk away from these people, and and treat you the way that they were supposed to. This person is paranoid because there's almost like a sense that they feel like they're living karma for the way that they treated you. That's the irony. So what they do is they check out. They drink, they do drugs because they're like, I don't know what to do. I don't have control over my life. It's the poor me, poor me, poor me. I don't want to deal with the criticism. I don't want to apologize because I don't want to take ownership for how I treated you. I already feel like shit and you're not going to take me back anyway. I'd rather just leave it hanging because then I don't really know anything, which again, this person is just very selfish and not mature enough. And the karmic is wiping the floor with them right now. They don't have money. They don't have identity. Whatever self-image that they had, they don't have that vision anymore in their mind. These two came out, they need inner child healing, and they're stuck in a place of sadness because they keep reliving the karmic consequences. And that's really what we see here. It's like they don't know what to do. They don't know what to do because, again, somebody else owns their life. And, they would have to not be lazy. It would take a lot of work for them to break free. And they would also have to walk away from a lot of stuff, whatever they owned. They'd have to change the whole dynamic of their life. So this person is like feels like their back is up against the wall. But they were completely tricked by the karmic because they were never supposed to stay this long with the karmic. They were only supposed to be there temporarily. Karmic played it the way that they wanted to because they're like because of that. We have to say what is some spiritual significance? Because I don't really feel like this person's going to get out. They need to do their inner child healing because they're connected to that karmic because of that. This is a reoccurring karmic cycle that happened from childhood trauma a long time ago. So inner child trauma. And so the same types of scenarios of trying to belong, but then being betrayed. But really, this person also betrays themselves. Take a moment to consider the things you don't like about yourself with love and compassion. Like this person, again, needs to do inner child healing. We have to also say, why did you attract this person? So we're going to put this card also on the side. Doing a little bit different tonight. And then we're going to take from this deck and see again what it says in here, which is joining. I like that card actually a lot. And one more from this deck, and then we'll pull from the inner child cards. When unsure how to proceed, simply take each next step as it's revealed. Now I want to pull from the inner child cards before I put it all together. We're going to pull 6. Of why you attracted this person. Because what we see here is that this person, they might have been a soulmate, but they're no, again, they're not on your vibration. They weren't coming from an ethical standpoint. They never really knew what they were going to do. They never really knew whether they were going to break away from that karmic. That's why they kept it on surface. That's another reason why the karmic had this much control. And again, that this person is not strong. They're not who they say they are. They're lying about who they are. They're lying behind like a self-image that they don't really even have, and they stay drunk because they're like or high because they're stuck to that person and they don't really know how to get out of it. They don't want to be there. They're not happy there, but they're like, I have no money. I can't come to you because I never gave you anything, and I don't really want to deal with the criticism of it because you're going to say again how I impulsively acted, how I didn't think about you, and I didn't think about you, and I didn't think about the consequences either until it all backfired in my face. So this person's like, what can I possibly do? So 6 cards out, discipline card number 1, rage card number 2, disassociation card number 3, magic card number 4, isolation card number 5, card number 6, abandonment. Okay, so these are your inner child wound cards. And then, like I said, I pulled 3 from the different healing deck. So I'm feeling like, again, take a moment to consider things that you don't like about yourself with love and compassion. So we are a magnet of who and what comes into our life. The universe brings us who we need to heal. So I feel like because you were abandoned in childhood, and again, and that's due to trauma, because disassociation is trauma. Also, when we have to deal with things on our own, we go into isolation. And when we're too busy dealing with our trauma, we're really not disciplined to create ourselves enough. And so we would actually be holding on to a lot of anger and rage. It's a root chakra problem because you also have inner child wounds. And so you didn't know your magic, but everybody has magic, okay? Everyone has spiritual gifts. Everybody has talents. However, if you were in a place of survival, you didn't create yourself. You were too busy surviving, like I said. So what spirit is saying is like, what is it that you don't consider? What don't you like about yourself? And I feel like this person, the one thing that they had that is it makes them attractive to the karmic is that they're business savvy. The karmic doesn't want to let them go, not because they're in love with them, but because they're like, you will not take my bread and butter away from me. You will not take my lifestyle away from me. You will not take my self-image away from me. And if that means that I have to stay with you to obtain that, that's what we're gonna do. So you have to say what made them appealing to you if they didn't really give you anything emotionally, which we always see that they kept it on the surface in the beginning of this. So it's more or less like you needed to create yourself by joining things to find yourself. It's like, and because there's a part of you that's like, I don't really know what I'm supposed to do. Like, passion wise, this person represents passion, and this person also represents parts of you that are developed and maybe possibly gifts that you perceive that you don't have. Because that's normally what a karmic does. It's like we are attracted to the energies. However, this person is business savvy, but they always lose their money. Again, they have major trust issues. This is not the first time that this has happened to them. So it would be best to not hook up with a person and create yourself first. Because again, when you create yourself, you find your own magic. You're able to transmute this rage, this anger, the disassociation from not having anyone, from being abandoned, right? From being abandoned, from not being supported. Well, when you join things, you get support through the people that have joined the things that you've joined. You get the support through the universe. The universe brings you people, situations, and experiences to support you, to show you that you're not abandoned. And really, you proceed as you go, meaning only in the now do you get divine guidance. It's a walk with spirit. You're not supposed to know in advance. Spirit says, be like childlike. Put your time and your energy into your passions. Find yourself by joining things. Be grounded. By doing that, you automatically integrate this disassociation. You heal this abandonment. You don't have to deal with things alone. You will be disciplined because you'll have the community of whatever you're joining helping you to support you, which allows you to find your magic. And then you're able to transmute this rage. So really what Spirit's saying is, yeah, you weren't supported. So this is the same energy that this person had no intention of ever really coming in and supporting you. They wanted to have their cake and eat it too. What I think is that they never really wanted to let go of that karmic. They want to do what's easy and because they're lazy. So, and this is really what the karmic knows. They just are pissed off that, this person is saying how crazy they are about you. Not even if they would stay faithful to you. It's the fact that they're like, here I am, and I've been connected to you for so long, and I've been doing for you, and you should want to do all that for me. So there's a little bit of jealousy. There's a green monster. You belong to me. Like you don't really, you don't have a right to move on with your life. So it was more about rage and anger. There's really a fine line between love and hate. And that's what we see with this karmic, that this karmic is obsessed, but hates this person, but also loves them and would do like would win at any cost. That's the energy. It's like, I'm going to win at any cost. I don't really care. The karmic has, because they've been so crazy, has awakened your person, the person that's connected to you, of all their games. And that's the one thing that this karmic didn't realize. It's like that in them trying to expose you, in them trying to manipulate, what it finally did is it opened up this person's eyes where they're like, wait a minute, this person does not have my best interest. They don't have feelings for me the way that I thought. I feel like this person would have been friends. like would have done anything for this karmic. So it was almost like a friends with benefits type of weirdness. And the karmic's like, I don't want that. I want the real deal. Like I'll go along with it so I can keep the facade, but I'll be damned, you're not going to run around with somebody else. So again, got angry. And so what they see is, wait a minute. You've been pretending that it's okay this whole time. It's not okay, to the point that you ruined the connections. This person doesn't like get along with any of these people anymore. They have no money. Their entire self-image is ruined. And the karmic's like, you're gonna leave like with nothing. And who will want you then? Live from couch to couch. You'll go couch surfing because you won't have anything to give. That's how the karmic's like, and that's why a person's like, I really don't know what to do, and they stay drunk all the time. And really, Spirit says that's their karma. Because remember, they didn't care when they made that decision. You would have been the one that they would have been laughing at if it was true. So it's almost like everything that they were going to do to you happened to them. And that's why this person's angry, because you're not affected. Your life, you're happy. Your life looks good. And they know that they fucked up. And so really, it was not for you to give the time to this person, but the experience brought up a lot to help you like kind of revisit that situation so that you could integrate the spiritual lesson, being like, you don't need to be with this person to find your magic. Our magic, I consider like that's our gifts. And when we find our gifts, we know what our soul's path is. And then we find our money. Abundance is there. And not just money, but our success. It's that we find our tribe. We find our place in the world where you found your place in the world. And so you're not affected. This person thought you were going to be majorly affected. So it's like almost like a double whammy. It would be like, well, if you were miserable, then they'd say, well, I didn't make such a bad decision, but you're not. They can see how your life is going to be really good and how they could have fit into your life really well, but they screwed it up by being impulsive. So Spirit says, remember this. You are the light. You always have hope, no matter the ordeal. Have faith in a better future. Turn darkness into light. Open your heart to others and to God, and am spiritually strong. Draw the light to yourself and shine with all your being. So what Spirit is saying is like, this person brought out a shadow to help you to integrate it back into light. And then it's about aligning your energy with the energy of unconditional love, which is the energy of God. And that's how you open up your heart. That's how you connect to other people, also through joining things. So you can find your magic so that you can, again, shine with all your light into the world. And really, Spirit says it was about you becoming whole. It was about this person showing you your wounds, what needed to be healed, what needed to be integrated, so you can, again, evolve more into your true self, so you can again attract someone that was more in alignment. This person, they're in a shit show right now. They're not happy, and I don't really see them really being able to get out of their situation. The karmic has made that so. And almost as a way that the universe has made it impossible for this person to come towards you. So the Spirit's saying it's all about you now. Create, join, become yourself. Because by the time this person actually is able to get out of their situation, you're not going to be on the same vibration. And that's what this person knows. And that's their karma. I'm going to leave that there, Virgo. You let me know how you resonated with this one. I'll talk to you soon. Bye.